What is up, everybody? Thought I would do a quick wear review of my personal favorite New Balance lifestyle runner. We're still in the Mesh Boy summer, Mesh Boy era, and I'm here for it because I used to like trainers like these back when I was playing soccer. These would be my throw on to practice, after practice type shoes. Not New Balance per se. I'm definitely new to the New Balance wave. I'm a follower like most of you. I'm not an OG New Balance head, but since they've been put on the map recently, for me at least, I've really gravitated towards the 990 V3 specifically. I mean, the whole 990 series is very similar, yes, but for me, the specific model out of the series that I prefer the most is the V3. For me, it just has the best blend of, style, the lines, the slight variations in the cuts of leather, to me, are the best, and combined with comfort, look, sleekness, just I don't know, like the simple way, like this leather here, the leather swatches are broken up, and same here on the mid. It's just slightly different from all the other ones. Obviously the V6, the newest one, has the big chunky sole, which brings a different aesthetic look to it, but more comfort. So it just, I don't know, the way the V6s are constructed, for me, it's just perfect, where every other one is like good, but there's just something about them that I prefer this the most. But this is a wear review, so that's all about the aesthetics. This is my personal preference. Before I get into the pros and cons, please give me a subscribe if you can. It's free, so I know it won't break your bank. Don't lie to me. It takes a sec. It's not hard to do. There's no sign up. You just click it with your finger, mouse, whatever. So I know it's easy to do, so I don't want to hear a lot of excuses. I don't put out a ton of videos. Don't flood your feed, so I'd appreciate it. Anyways, that's my pitch for subscribing. So I have a few different colorways of the V3. I have these two, both made in USA. I think both from the Teddy Santis collections. So essentially GRs, a step above GRs. These were, I think, 200 retail and 210 respectively. And they are pricier than like a Nike or Adidas equivalent, and we'll get into that. Some of which is because it's 70% of the shoe was manufactured or constructed in the USA, so that's going to drive up the price. But you keep your dollars in the country, which is good for us over here, of course. And then I have a third pair of collabs. This is probably one of my top favorite pairs of shoes I have in my collection. I paid aftermarket resale for these, and I try not to do that much, so I really like it if I'm paying aftermarket resale. Haven't worn them yet, haven't broke them out, but I will soonish. I love these. One of my favorite pairs in my collection. I absolutely love these Joe Fresh Goods 990 outside clothes, New Balance 990 V3s. But anyways, haven't worn these, so I will mainly speak to these two that I've worn. I put some good miles in. These two flavors or colorways, again, from the Teddy Santis era and collections, 210, 200, and I think the GRs that you can buy off various retailers' websites are usually 185. So, again, we talked about price. You got 185, 200, 210. Price point, and then I think for a collab will probably even be greater than 210, maybe 220. But you're getting, we already talked about the manufacturing of these. You are getting more quality also in materials and construction and craftsmanship. As you can see, there's different swatches of leather here. I won't say like necessarily premium, but they're like nice, thick, soft cuts of leather. Here on this one, you have your more classic shiny leather, the white one, and then on this one you have more of a suede, nubuck, durabuck, different types of suede here. On this one, it's more your nylon mesh, crosshatch weave, kind of matches the insole, the ankle liner actually. And here on this one, on this green one, you have this is more of a almost kind of like a Cordura ripstop type fabric. Tear-proof fabric. So yeah, those are those. So for the things I like about them, they also got 3M hits, here and there. Here's the outsole on these. Nice, durable rubber outsole, kind of carbon shaft shank there in the middle, carbon fiber shank in the middle, I should say. So yeah, what are the pros about these other than the looks? I really, and then I talked about the materials. These are like really sturdy. These hold up. I'm not afraid to wear them in a variety of situations. They can hold up to light hiking. I wouldn't suggest it, but like this, dirt will get through, fine dirt will get through, get your socks dirty. This a little bit more can hold up on trails and stuff a little bit. They're not meant for trails. You can see the tread. They're meant for street walking mainly. They're kind of just an all-around go-to shoe. These are great for travel. You can work out in the gym in them a little bit. They can handle leg day. It's not too squishy of foam. Can put a few miles in on the treadmill or on the street in these. They're great in outfits, great for touring a city. Multi-purpose, can handle a variety of weather, can handle like light rain, etc. They're easy to slip into, easy to tie up, very comfortable, both just cushioning and, you know, walking, but also just in the upper area of the foot. It's nice and comfortable and roomy. I go true to size, have no problem. Not all New Balances are created the same though. I do suggest trying them on first. I know there's like some, what is it? Man, so what are they, 920s? I don't know. Some pairs do fit tight. I would not recommend going half size down. It gets tight in the upper here around the laces. It gets tight around the upper of my foot. I would not recommend going half size down. I would go true to size or even half size up if you want that for sure roominess. But yeah, just overall very sturdy, durable, well-constructed shoe, good materials, look great, and very comfortable. Those are kind of the main pluses. They always come in a sturdy box like this. They always come with an extra set of laces. And yeah, reflective hits, look great, feel great. Now onto the cons. Replug for the channel before I get into the cons. Subscribe, like, comment what you think. What's your favorite 990 model? Any other New Balance mesh runners you vibing with? The 1906Rs, the 2002Rs, the 860 V2s. Let me know in the comments what your New Balance preferred runner is. Okay, now onto the downsides about these shoes. First and foremost, these are not performance shoes for training or anything. These are a lifestyle shoe. That's for one. Price, I'll say you pay for what you get, so I'm not going to list that as a con, but yeah, these are not performance runners. I would not make these your everyday. If you're a runner, I mean, you already know this probably if you're an everyday runner, but if you're a casual person like myself, these are not your running shoe. You can run a few miles on the treadmill for sure, run a few miles around the block or wherever you live, that's fine. But these are not performance running shoes. Also similarly for walking, I love these as a travel shoe, versatile travel shoe, touring shoe, great for like wearing around New York or a city, etc. But if you're gonna do 6+ miles in a day, I would go for something more comfortable, like the 990 V6. Chunky sole, maybe doesn't look as great, maybe you can't dress it up with as much stuff, but it will be more comfortable. So these are not like perfectly comfort. I wish they were a little bit more comfortable. The insoles, like this one is a cloth, soft fiber insole. This one actually came, it was kind of had a sheen, a smooth sheen on it, and it wore away to fabric. Overall comfortable, but they could be more cushy. They're pretty flat, so if you have high arches, you might need some arch support. Swap out insoles in there. The insoles are okay, nothing amazing. They're fairly breathable. There is more leather on them, so there are other mesh shoes that might be more breathable, but again, these hold up better because of the leather. These you can wear for years. That's a pro to them. They can, these will last for years and years, especially this rubber outsole holds up pretty well. But downside is a little less breathable. Yeah, the outsole, I would say there's no real problems with that. That's all. I'm gonna move it to the shade. My phone's getting a little hot. You can look at how these look in the shade. All right, sorry about that. My phone was overheating in this California sun. But yeah, back to the cons. I think one of the biggest issues I have, it's a small thing, but you know, how your shoes look is, you know, maybe not so small, is this. You can see it's not as extreme right now, but this, the tongue, even with it looped through the little tongue loop there, always goes off to the side. And I haven't even been walking that much. I've just been having these on, walked back inside, and it goes over to the side. I mean, I could lace these tighter, but then they're not as comfortable. So if you do a lot of walking and don't have these really laced up tight, even if they are laced up tight, it tends to do this. And I just hate this from a top-down look. Even if you're an onlooker, it just looks a little sloppy, doesn't look as symmetrical. I don't know. It's a me thing. I think some of you, if you're probably all sneakerheads, will agree with me that this is not an ideal look. But the tongue always slides to the side. Maybe I just got a big rounded top of foot. I don't know, but I do not love that. Perfectly situated. I love these shoes. It looks dope. Perfectly fine with it. But I could, you know, I could lace these up higher, up a notch higher. That's a little extreme for me, maybe. I don't know how that would look. Leave tips. I could go like this, yeah. And I think it might do it less. Probably holds it less. I'll do that with these. Problem is, these are already, I try to keep these casual. These are a touch too far on the spectrum of dad shoes for me. I mean, this is, you know, the Teddy Santis version, but this is a touch too far in the dad shoe direction. I know that's the style, but these are like literally white leather New Balances. Like you know, it's tough. You literally can't wear these with blue jeans. Denim blue jeans, it looks way too daddish. If you try to class them up with some like wide leg trousers, you know, tucked in, nice t-shirt, belts, cap, you know, for me, that's not my look. I look a little too try-hard Silver Lake LA boy. So it's, for me, I kind of keep these in an athletic sense. When I wear these, a very summer vibe, then they're okay. But like, for me, this white, it borderlines too much dad shoe. Again, this is just with this specific colorway, combined with the model. These, love these, great fall. I wear these fall, winter, and then I swap these out for summer. But in general, I just did a wear review on the Nike Zoom Vomero 5. That's my favorite Nike mesh runner. Check that video out. They're just different. They're good in different areas. Those are super lightweight, super comfy. Those are like, you know, cozy boy shoes, but they wear down quicker. They're also cheaper, but they wear down quicker, wear out quicker. These more expensive, but they hold up, a little bit more durable. To me, if these are the perfect shoe to wear. These are the perfect shoe to wear if you don't know what your day is going to hold. You know, you're going to hang out with friends. You don't know what all day. You don't know what the day might bring. Maybe you're like vacationing. You don't know. You have a light itinerary, but you don't know. These are perfect all-around shoes for a maximum day of activities, of unknown activities. And then let's say you know you might want to show out. Maybe you're amongst people that you kind of want to, you know, show you know what you're doing. Dress to impress, then you just throw on a collab pair of these like these. I'd bust out the collab pair, you know, if there's some people you want to impress. And these, yes, I would be a little more, look at that nice smooth suede. I'd be a little slightly worried about dirtying these in certain scenarios or getting them wet, but you catch my drift. You know what I'm trying to put down. So yeah, those are really the biggest negatives, is like just, they're not performance shoes. They're a little pricey, but you get what you pay for. They're not the most comfortable if you're doing maximum miles, but or standing all day. But like, these are like, again, I'm trying to like find things to complain about. Like, these are comfortable. I don't want to get it twisted. They're like, oh, so are they not comfortable? No, these are very, very comfortable. I'm just trying to like level set expectations. These are very comfortable shoes. Very comfortable. It is my favorite of the 990 series. The V6 is more comfortable to walk in long miles, but these just look better. So again, like how often are you doing, like how often are you putting 14 miles in a day? Not very often, probably most of you. So these are fine in 95% of situations. So I was like, don't be scared off by the cons. If you've stayed around this video that long, I just want to be straight up about everything. Like, well, what don't you like about them? Great tread. This, I guess if you wear them a ton, you know, I guess I'm a 4-foot stepper, maybe a little bit of heel drag. Like this will wear down, but it is, you know, solid rubber, decent traction, you know, good, even if the ground's a little slick. Again, you can do light hiking in these on like light trails, but I would recommend trail shoes for any sort of like prolonged hiking. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about these, what you think about the 98. What's crazy, so now we got through this all. I don't know when you're gonna watch this. You know, this model's been hot for a minute and it's like kind of fallen off a bit. New Balance is pushing other stuff. So I should have done this review back when these were popular. I waited to wear these and I waited. So I really appreciate you watching. But let's say you are watching now when I drop this, or in the future, a year from now, and you're excited. You're like, okay, I watched the wear review. I want to buy a pair. What's crazy is we're in July 2024. You can't get these on the New Balance site right now. You can't get these right now. I guess it's because they're pushing other models. You know, but this is pretty popular for them. But they got the 990 V4, the V6, they got the, you know, 2002 Rs, they got other models available, but not these right now. That would be wild. Like Nike could never, Jordan Brand could never. They can never just like pump the brakes and like, you know what, we're not going to have Dunks available, or put out Dunks or Jordan 1, high or low. They could never pump the brakes. So it's kind of crazy to me that this is like, was at least one of their most popular models, and I think still is, and they don't have these readily available right now on the website as of late July 2024. So they're just not pushing them right now. So you got to look elsewhere. After sale market, some retailers have stock of these, of the GRs and stuff, but down the road I'm sure they'll return to this. And so when they do, thanks for watching. All right, peace.